At number 5, we have the Hernando Siles Stadium, situated in La Paz, Bolivia. This stadium officially opened its doors on January 16, 1930, and later hosted several matches during the 1963 South American Championship, which Bolivia emerged victorious in. Hernando Siles Stadium has also been the setting for numerous significant soccer matches, many of which were broadcast live on television. However, during one such televised match, an astonishing and still unresolved mystery unfolded before the cameras. In the 91st minute of a match between Bolivia and Uruguay, a peculiar incident occurred. Viewers witnessed a mysterious shadow swiftly gliding through the stands. Due to its shape and rapid movement, many spectators speculated that it might be a ghost captured live on TV. The shadow resembled that of a person sprinting at high speed from one end of the stands to the other. Astonishingly, when it reached the barricade at the edge of the bleachers, it appeared to pass right through it. But the enigmatic event did not conclude there. The figure continued its high-speed run into the crowd, seemingly passing through spectators without anyone in its vicinity acknowledging its presence. The spectators remained engrossed in the ongoing match, apparently unaware of the strange phenomenon unfolding around them. Various theories emerged to explain this occurrence. Some proposed that it might be a player on the field whose image was accidentally double exposed onto the stands. On the other hand, some firmly believed it was a spirit. After all, this wasn't the first instance of ghostly sightings within the stadium. Notably, many Venezuelans held the belief that a spirit intervened to save their team from a humiliating defeat against Colombia. This spirit was said to have tipped the ball over the post just as it was about to enter the net. Additionally, reports of an apparition spotted at the northern end of the stadium have surfaced over time. What do you think it was? Let us know in the comments below. Coming in at number 4 is the unsettling phenomenon of live television becoming utterly unpredictable when it falls victim to hijackers who hack into the broadcast and replace scheduled programming with their own message. One such extraordinary incident unfolded in February 2013 in Montana, during an episode of The Steve Wilkos Show, being aired by KRTV, a CBS affiliate. The sensationalist show was addressing the topic of infidelity when, at a pivotal moment, the broadcast was abruptly disrupted. Suddenly, the station's emergency alert system sprang to life, drowning out the show's audio. Following this, a voice delivered a chilling and alarming message. It warned of a zombie apocalypse that had apparently erupted, with the living under attack by the undead. At the top of the screen, a blue bar listed the affected counties and areas around the city. The voice further stated that on-screen messages would be updated as more information became available and cautioned viewers not to approach the zombies, as they were deemed highly dangerous. Fortunately, viewers quickly discerned that this was a hoax, though the station did receive several jesting calls inquiring about which weapons would be most effective against the supposed zombies. KRTV's parent company, Cordillera Communications, initiated an investigation into the incident. Steve Saunders, the company's vice president, revealed that the hackers had attempted to gain control of emergency broadcast systems at other stations that day. Given that these systems are in place for public safety in genuine emergencies, this was a grave matter. The FBI and the FCC also joined the investigation efforts, yet despite the involvement of numerous agencies in the search for the culprits, the hackers were never identified. Consequently, this incident remains an indelible and unsolved mystery in the annals of live television. On Saturday, November 26, 1977, a perplexing live television event transpired in several regions of southern England. Andrew Gardner, a presenter from ITN's Southern Television, a broadcaster covering the south and southeast of the country, was in the midst of delivering a news summary regarding the conflict in Rhodesia between security forces and the Zimbabwe African National Liberation Army. Unexpectedly, the broadcast was marred by distorted visuals, followed by a buzzing noise. For the ensuing 6 minutes, the audio feed was replaced by a distorted voice that conveyed an eerie message to the station's viewers. The voice identified itself as Vrillian, claiming to represent the Ashtar Galactic Command. Vrillian stated that his race had been observed by humans for many years as lights in the sky, and that he was reaching out to Earth's inhabitants with a message of peace and wisdom. He proceeded to issue a warning of an impending disaster on the horizon and implored humans to take appropriate measures to avert it. Vrillian mentioned that the planet was entering a new age of Aquarius, heralding an era of great peace and evolution. However, he cautioned that humanity's leaders needed to be cognizant of malevolent influences clouding their judgment, as this might be their final opportunity to rectify their course. The voice asserted that all instruments of malevolence had to be discarded since the era of conflict was drawing to a close. Compliance, he suggested, would usher humanity into a higher stage of evolution, proving their worthiness. Vrillian revealed that small groups across the world were already embracing these teachings, serving as bearers of the dawning New Age's light for humanity. He emphasized that individuals were free to either accept or reject these teachings, but only those choosing to live in harmony would ascend to the higher realms of spiritual evolution. The voice also cautioned about false prophets and guides who drained people's energy, asserting that one's inner divine self could offer protection. Humanity was encouraged to become attuned to the voice of truth within, guiding them to the right path. Vrillian concluded by mentioning that his kind had observed humanity for many years, and that there were far more beings around us than acknowledged by scientists. Expressing deep concern for the human race's journey toward enlightenment, he pledged to assist in any way possible. The transmission ended with Vrillian stating that they were departing our plane of existence, hoping that humanity would be blessed by the supreme love and truth of the cosmos. The Independent Broadcasting Authority noted that such an interruption required a considerable level of technical expertise and that it marked the first time they had encountered an incident of this nature. Following the broadcast, hundreds of concerned viewers contacted the station. The subsequent day, the IBA revealed that it had been a hoax perpetrated by a hacker. Regrettably, the hackers were never identified, and this enigmatic broadcast remains an unsolved case. Coming in at number 2, we have a perplexing incident from December 2015 involving live TV presenter Carlos Molina. Molina was in the midst of delivering a morning news report when he claimed to have experienced a spine-chilling paranormal event, witnessed by thousands of the station's viewers. Carlos was assisting his colleague, Pablo Zapata, in delivering the news on a channel known as First Edition. During their broadcast, an eerie occurrence unfolded as Molina's glass inexplicably began moving on its own. His disbelief was palpable, evident in the astonishment etched across his face. As Zapata was reading a message from one of their viewers, Molina abruptly interrupted, exclaiming, Look, did you see that glass move over there?" In an attempt to maintain composure, Zapata calmly reassured him, saying, "Don't worry." However, Molina persisted, asserting that the table they were seated at was not sloped at an angle, before attempting to downplay the incident with laughter. Molina later recounted that he had felt an unsettling chill coursing down his spine just moments before the strange incident occurred. This led many to speculate that the studio may be haunted. He further explained that he experienced something inexplicable within himself, emphasizing that the event didn't solely affect the glass, but also had an impact on his own body. Molina claimed that the incident left him traumatized. He attempted to move the glass afterward, only to find it seemingly stuck to the tabletop. Viewers attempted to offer explanations, suggesting that condensation on the outside of the glass could have caused it to slide across the table. However, one woman asserted that she had witnessed an apparition moving across the screen just before the glass started its enigmatic journey. Molina remains firm in his belief that what he witnessed was of a paranormal nature. Yet, without definitive proof, this incident remains an unsolved mystery captured during a live news broadcast. Securing the top spot at number 1, we have the intriguing story of Debbie Merrick, a 50-year-old resident of Norfolk, England. In 2017, she made a startling revelation. She believed she possessed a haunted doll out of a set of 3 dolls she had purchased for a mere $7 each. Initially hopeful that these dolls might be valuable collectibles, she soon discovered that one of them, adorned in a white dress, filled her with an unshakable sense of unease. After acquiring this particular doll, peculiar events began to unfold in her home. The smoke alarm inexplicably triggered multiple times, and the sound of floorboards creaking as if someone were moving about became a regular occurrence. Matters took a more alarming turn when her husband Cameron reported finding scratches all over his legs. Upon examination, it became apparent that these scratches were unusually small in size. Cameron's nightmares intensified, featuring disturbing imagery of the dolls dragging themselves across the floor. Fearing the doll's malevolent presence, they resorted to locking it away in a shed, as even a friend who happened to be a medium refused to stay in their home while the doll was present. However, the doll's sinister influence persisted. A few days later, when Debbie entered the shed, she made a chilling discovery. The doll had managed to remove its own necklace and appeared altered in some way. Debbie, Cameron, and the haunted doll made a captivating appearance on live television, featured on the show This Morning, hosted by Holly Willoughby and Philip Schofield. As they discussed the eerie events associated with the doll, it was placed on a rocking chair between the hosts and their guests. During the conversation, the chair began rocking back and forth autonomously, prompting Holly to inquire, "Who's doing that? Stop it!" Debbie went on to recount another unsettling incident, describing how, on the previous evening while staying at a hotel in preparation for the show, she awoke to an eerie wind-like noise circulating around the side of their bed. Ultimately, Debbie decided to part ways with the haunted doll and listed it for sale on eBay. The doll was acquired by a ghost hunter named Lee Steer from Rotherham, who paid approximately $1,150 for it. However, the eerie occurrences did not cease with the transfer of ownership. Lee's father, Paul, began waking up with mysterious scratches that closely resembled those Cameron had experienced. Paul expressed his discomfort with the doll's presence in their home. The Steer family subsequently encountered additional unexplained incidents, including flickering lights, strange noises, and inexplicable breakages of household items. The doll's enigmatic influence seemed far from over. As the story unfolded, viewers were left captivated by this eerie tale. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated on our future uploads. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.